Hello, hello to all our participants today. Maybe it's very early for you. Maybe it's in the middle of the day, or maybe you are having a nice Saturday night with us. And that's right, because this is a celebration and it's nice for all of us to be together. We see the likes coming in. Please start writing on the chat. Where are you? What city are you? And I will also let our panelists introduce themselves. You hear a little bit of music. I will stop share so you can see all the friends now with me today. I will let them unpin them so you can spotlight our new colleague and messengers of peace, Amrawit.
Hi everyone, so good to be here. Samrawit Ababu from Ethiopia. I'm working as the manager for humanitarian action, peace education. So happy to be here to talk about messengers of peace and humanitarian action.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Samrawit. And let's move to a very nice person. He was our intern and now was a volunteer for us, Lukasz.
Hi, hello everyone, nice to meet you. I'm Lukáš from Czechia, and I was intern scout for SDGs in the last year.
Thank you very much, Lukasz. And also, let's back to Aisha. Aslin.
Hello, everyone. My name is Aslin. I'm working as an executive in Scouting Development Team, and I'm in charge of the SINS accreditation in the global level. It's so happy to see all of you today.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Aslin. And myself, I'm Cynthia. I'm from El Salvador. I'm in charge of initiatives until very recently, and then I will be in charge of innovating more things for you. Let's hope that we have that. So I see that we have people from Bangladesh, from Indonesia, from Saudi Arabia. Are there any from your countries, Lukasz, Aslin?
I don't think so.
So many people.
Oh, Central Europe, wow.
Yes, you see? And you know that we need all of this diversity to actually have a great impact for SDGs. And we've been doing amazing things thanks to all of you scouts that you have been working for the SDGs, with the challenges, with community projects, and with all the actions in your national scout organizations. So now I will pass the floor to Aslin and Lukasz, who have the first activity for us in this celebration.
Thank you, Cynthia. You were mentioning if I see anyone from Malaysia. I saw one participant, Yanyi. I'm so happy to see my people here. It's good. So Lukasz, what do we have here for our friends tonight?
So we will be working in Canva. I will share a link in a minute. So please jump in to the Canva and write your name to the first slide or into the first square.
And
I
also,
hope,
sorry.
yes, I hope this link is correct.
And feel free also to put your photos of how you celebrate your activities.
Where are you from as well?
Where you from?
One moment, everyone here. Okay, there you go. Ukraine is in the house. Let's share our Canva. Aha. Let us know if you are in Canva already. And if you are, please leave your name here. I see Lukasz. Aha, I see many people coming in. You can use your post-it to write your name. You can use a text to write your name. Add your name and add your country. You already shared on the chat. If you cannot, we are still following the chat. And yes. Julius Caesar. Oh my gosh, from Uganda.
Wow.
Yes. We have people from Palestine, Sri Lanka, many people from Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Indonesia. Nice. You see, we have many people here. Nice photos, JOTA-JOTA spirits jumping around Libya, Saudi. That's very nice. Colombia. What time is in Colombia? It's very early. Are you having your maybe early tea, early coffee? That's very nice. Don't move this. One moment. Let's lock this so that you don't move it. Okay. So the first thing, Morocco, thank you. Yes. The first thing we want you to share with us, and this is a celebration, of course, we know that you've been taking action for SDGs. So can you write on this post-it, what actions have you been taking for community service to address some of the challenges of the problems that you see in your communities, or the SDGs that you see there's something going on, what's happening here, I want to take action, we want to celebrate. So use the post-it and write down what are you doing in your NSO. Okay, Morocco, Saudi Arabia. Let's move now to the post-its. Can you use the post-it and write down some of the ideas? Wow, the love is just jumping in. Can you write some of the ideas of what you are doing in your country for community service in this time that we are using for celebration? What are you doing in your country, Lukasz? I know Checha is very active.
Yes, so what are we doing? That every April, so every year in April, we are collecting plastics around our rivers.
Okay. And was Checha affected now with the recent floodings that are happening?
Yes, we were heavily affected. So young people and scouts, rovers as well. We are helping to develop new infrastructure and to build actually new houses, new roads, and so on. We were
Okay.
also we also did a lot of in the humanitarian action field. Yes. So
Okay.
these all are types of activities young people can contribute.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I see many people trying to share. Thank you very much. I will leave some post-its here for the ones who are still looking for post-its. Let's see. Aslin, what's going on? What are you celebrating around SDGs in your country? What actions are you taking?
I think here we do a lot of recycling.
Mm-hmm.
And also me, I can give an example. Me, myself, I do recycling seriously in my house, and I also educate my daughter to do recycling. We have separate trash in the house. So every month, once a month, we will go to the recycle center and do recycling. And Cynthia, I
Okay.
saw one in the comment from Virginia. They built
Yes.
a pollinator garden in their community garden. That's very nice.
That's very nice also. Here, let's see on the comments. Yes. 75 messages. Yes. And Samrawit, what do you do in your country?
In my country, recently on the International Day of Peace, I saw a lot of scouts celebrating the International Day of Peace, promoting dialogue, promoting peaceful coexistence, and organizing a lot of intercultural, interethnic discussions to promote peaceful coexistence with one another, which is something that is really needed in our context. So that is something I'm celebrating.
Okay. Then let's move on to the next step. And there are many things that we want to celebrate as well, but there are a couple of things that we want to share with you because we want to get you more into action. And the first thing that we want to share is that now we not only have 2 initiatives, we have 4 initiatives. The Scouts for SDGs for many years have been working with a number of challenges and mostly on environment education and peace building, as Samrawit is mentioning. But now we have other 4, complete 4 areas that are completing all our portfolio. We've been supported by Al Walid Philanthropies, and now we have many other partners that are supporting as well. You will see them in our different slides. But you will be happy to know that now we have 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. We have many badges and challenges. We have Earth Tribe initiatives, we have Messengers of Peace, we have Life Leaders, and we have Health Allies, the new initiatives, and we have 4 new challenges that can be available in your National Scout organization as badges. But the good news is that until then, you can also have them available online, and Lukasz will share more about you. All of these topics are part of what you could learn and explore and help us take action in your country and in your community. And if you could tell us on the chat, just by seeing the different badges, what would you like to explore? What are the badges that you like best, just by the design? And I know you want the code. You know that the code will come at the very end. But let's keep working. What are the badges that you like? We have the Panda for Champions for Nature. We have Scouts Go Solar. We have Tighteners Plastic. We have Patrimonito, Dialogue for Peace. We have Mind Builders, Emotional Intelligence in Action, Nutrition Badge, and Mind Builders and Impact Innovators as well. Skills for Life, Mind Builders. Okay. Chamara, be a little bit patient. The code will come soon. Nutrition. What is the code, Rishen? Yes, it will come soon. Be patient, be patient. Environment and sustainability. How many people do we have here? We are around 70, a little bit more than 70 people, but as we keep growing in numbers, let's share what Samrawit has for you in her initiative. Over to you, Samrawit.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. And hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm really excited to talk about the Messengers of Peace and Humanitarian Action initiatives with you. It's so good to see that so many of you are already engaging in the Messengers of Peace initiative in your countries. I will give you a bit of context into how we as World Scout Bureau work to ensure the Messengers of Peace and Humanitarian Action given due attention and are integrated into the work that we do. So first, let's dive into the Messengers of Peace initiatives. These initiatives focus on fostering dialogue for peace and interreligious dialogue. But why is that important? So in today's world, as you know, we face numerous conflicts driven by misunderstandings, cultural differences, and lack of communication. Dialogue is essential to build bridges between communities and fostering mutual respect and understanding. It allows us to address and resolve tensions before they escalate into conflict. Through the WASAM's Messengers of Peace initiatives, young people are empowered to become ambassadors of dialogue and promoting peace within their communities and beyond. So programs like Dialogue for Peace Challenge invite Scouts to engage in conversations about peace building and conflict resolution. Interreligious Dialogue Challenge encourages Scouts to explore spiritual and religious diversity, and the Patrimonito Challenge empowers Scouts to take an active role in preserving their cultural heritage. So I want you to take a moment to think about what peace means to you and how you think about young people can engage to promote it in their community. You can think about it and drop it in the chat box and take a note for later and to do practical change in your communities. When it comes to humanitarian action interventions and initiatives, at WASAM, we focus on equipping young people with the skills and knowledge to respond to crises, whether they are caused by conflict or natural disasters. This is part of our commitment to create a more sustainable and peaceful world. One example is the Scouts for Humanitarian Action framework, which allows Scouts to organize relief efforts during natural disasters or engage in community development projects. When we look at how these two initiatives connect to the World Triennial Plan, One of the key objectives is to strengthen the diversity and inclusion and guarantee safeguarding and well-being. So these objectives are closely tied to humanitarian action by promoting peace and inclusivity. We ensure that all young people can participate actively in their communities, particularly in the time of crisis. Let's look at some of the exciting initiatives you can explore. And one standout project is the Young Peace Builders program under the Messengers of Peace initiatives that is currently being implemented in 4 Southeast Asian countries. And this program empowers youth to engage in peace building activities, fostering dialogue and understanding among diverse communities. And another important initiative is the Global Humanitarian Response, where different national Scout organizations work together to respond to crises caused by conflict or environmentally induced disasters. So for example, during natural disasters, Scouts have mobilized supplies to provide essential supplies, or offer psychological support and help communities rebuild. These initiatives not only create immediate impacts, but also equip youth with valuable skills and experiences that can benefit you personal growth. So how can you get involved? First, you can start by connecting with your local Scout group and learning about ongoing projects. You can participate in training sessions focused on peace and humanitarian action, and some of the challenges that Cynthia was talking about earlier on the Scout for SDG Hub. So remember that every small action counts, and together we can make significant differences. We'd like to hear your thoughts and questions about these initiatives more, and ideas you have for projects in your communities. I would like to thank you all for your time today, and I hope you feel inspired to take action to become messengers of peace in your own communities. Thank you so much, and I will hand it over back to Cynthia.
Thank you, Samrawit. And maybe we can ask how many messengers of peace are here, because it's many of you started as messengers of peace, and then some of you just keep moving with other interests, other activities. If you are a messenger of peace, maybe you already have the Dialogue for Peace challenge badge. Maybe you are already exploring it. Then you can say it out loud. Let's move to the next initiative, Life Leaders. Some of you were talking about Life Leaders there in the chat. So for Life Leaders, it's focused on developing your skills around leadership. But leadership, many will say, is like, this is about just telling others what to do, being the boss. And it's not about that. Leadership starts with self-leadership. But also, through the Scouts for SDGs initiatives, what we want you to do is that with the strength and the power of your leadership skills, that you can share those skills with others and help other young people like you to develop the skills as well. So there are 4 main paths in Life Leaders that you can explore. And at the moment, we have 2 badges that people can explore already. One leadership is related to understanding your world, how the skills related to leading your world, understanding your communities, your societies, different kind of skills will help you, but also understanding yourself. So one of the skills that helps you to that is exploring emotional intelligence, discovering, becoming very competent in that, and help others to explore that as well. Maybe for some, is the first time you hear it, emotional intelligence. It's not only about the brain, it's how you connect your brain and your heart and your emotions around your decisions, and how that has an influence also in your leadership style. We also need to understand how to navigate the world. How are other skills, technical skills that can help you go around the world, make some interventions, help construct different things, help organize things. So it's about navigating it. If you know already, if you understand the world and now you start navigating it, maybe you can start innovating around it, creating something new. And that's about impact innovators. And this skill is about design thinking and how you can use the power of a process to create new things or transform things into something new can make things better and improve in your community, in your house, in your school, in your university, if you go, in your community. And then if you innovate, definitely you will explore how to transform the world. And here we are talking about sciences, technologies, engineering, mathematics, arts, how you can have an influence from another perspective. And this is something that we will keep exploring. But right now you have 2 badges. So one question now for Lukasz. What would you like to innovate at the moment, just from the top of your head? Something you would like to innovate.
I would like to innovate decision-making structure in my NSO, National
Oh,
Scout
wow.
Organization.
Yes, and you see, young people can decide, okay, I would like to innovate something that is already working, but there's
Yes.
always a way to check on it, explore, get other brains together and use the design thinking power and then explore new ways. Okay, another initiative, Health Allies. Mental health, emotional health, sexual reproductive health, personal safety, nutrition, it's all different dimensions of blocks of a healthy way of living. And because we are not experts on this and we want the experts to help us explore this, we have UNFPA as part of our core partners supporting us in different areas. Also, we have FAO helping us with the Yunga badges. The first batch that we have here is the nutrition batch in the area of healthy lifestyles. And also we have a mind builders batch, which is exploring around the feelings, defining how to build healthy practices to avoid traveling with stigma and address them as the things that are taboo. We need to learn how to talk about it. We don't be ashamed to talk about it, and we can be confident and explore ways to address them. Many of us have suffered from mental health and have looked for support, or we became listening ears of some people and we help them navigate some of the challenges that they have. So, Samrawit, any batch that you will be interested in this initiative?
Yes, the healthy lifestyles would be a great initiative, I think, to engage in. Like you mentioned, it's something that we sometimes neglect or not look into very much. And it's something that is part of our everyday life and something that we should all strive to. So I think that's a very interesting badge to work on.
Thank you very much, Samrawit. And let's move now more to environment. The comments here about the environment were a lot. There's a lot of interest. So over to you, Aslin.
Thank you, Cynthia. So before I start, can I ask all of you to share if you have been to any scout centers in your country, or some maybe you visited to other country? Can you write in the chat which scout center have you been visited before?
Huh? Have you explored some scene centers?
It can be scene center or scout center, because I know, because around just the introduction around the world, we have 40 accredited scout centers. So SCENES stands for Scout Centers of Excellence for Nature, Environment, and Sustainability. And around the world, we have, like I mentioned, we have 40, but I know there's a lot more around the world. So while you are putting in the chat, and also I also invite you to put in the one of the activity in JOTA-JOTI, you can map your scout center, and I put the link in the chat so that you can map out through this JOTA-JOTI. So in the SCENES accreditation, so we have 5 components that are combined to provide guidance and support to scout centers and NSO and NSA that wishing to adopt them and to ensure the continued development and success. At the same time, these components ensure the continuous development of the success of Scout Center in achieving excellence and protecting nature and environment, and by implementing sustainability practices. As you can see on the screen, the first one is SCENES practices. SCENES practices is the principles and practices that recommend that Scout Center must fulfill in order to get the accreditation to become a SCENES. to become a SINS. It's only 3 criteria. You need to have a natural area. You need to provide environmental education to your people that come to your center. And the third one, you need to practice environmental management. And then number 2 is component number 2 is SINS environmental education, where you implementation of environmental education and sustainability practices in scouting with your local community. Earth Tribe come in this area, and Cynthia will explain to you more about the Earth Tribe in the next slide. And number 3 is SINS network. So all the scout centers, all the SINS center have to participate in the become active in the network. The network is function to support between all the centers in consultation, share the best practices, and peer reviewer of the SINS center. And number 4 is SINS and community. So all scout center that want to become a SINS, they need to have a close relationship and supported by the NSO and NSA. Together, that they need to cooperate with the local communities. So I can give like example, most of the SINS center, they always work in the local community in order to get the sources of food, also being partnership with the local communities with the activities. And number 5 is the SINS administration. So all the scout center that already become a SINS, they need to go through the accreditation process in a 5-year cycle. The process is easy. It's the same with the accreditation. What you need to do is you have to check if you have the 3 criteria that I mentioned earlier: natural area, environmental. You have to practice environmental education and environmental management. Then you can become a SINS. I'm also going to put in chat if you want to know more about SINS. I'm going to put the link, and then feel free to view, and then you can see all the lists for the 40 SINS center. Thank you, Cynthia. Back to you.
Thank you, Aslin. And Aslin says, wow, this is what we do in terms of environmental education and SINS. When you get involved in your scout centers, maybe any scout center can help you in exploring Earth Tribe or environmental education. In addition, what Aslin is explaining is that through the SINS accreditation, your scout center becomes even more influential in the community, and you can team up with them to bring up all this knowledge to other communities or to learn more about it. We are inviting all our scout centers to have these badges that I will present now. The Earth Tribe, maybe you are familiar with that. Our 5th year is next year. We have the Champions for Nature badge supported by WWF and UN Environment. We have the Scouts Go Solar badge supported by South Africa, and the Tide Turners Plastic supported by UNEP, but all of these supported also by Alwali Philanthropies. You have these 3 badges, and soon we will get more support through the Foundation of Environmental Education into Leadership for Environment. This is a program, how can you become a reporter for that as well? And you can explore any of these badges if this is more about biodiversity, or you are into the technology and engineering with solar energy, or if you already are doing cleanups and seeing the way how to recycle, like Aslin is mentioning, you can start in your house and you can pursue the badge through start recycling at home. So what will we go next? I will hand over now to Lukasz, because there's a way that you can start getting digital badges through the Scouts for SDG Hub. Over to you, Lukasz.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. So hello, everyone. Again, I'm very excited that I can talk about Scouts for SDGs Hub. We have our website, sdgs.scout.org, and this website is home of for initiatives we recently described, and it also connects Scouts and SDGs in one place. So Hub. So we can see that Scouts for SDGs Hub is like stop shop with all resources about SDGs and Scouts in action. We have quizzes, digital journey, different activities, inspiring projects, description of the SDGs itself, different stories of impact. We also have their manuals, learning paths of each initiatives and challenges as well. So Hub, Scouts for SDGs Hub connects our scouting experience living in a real world and then in a digital space. So we are connecting technology and education. Hub. So on the Scouts for SDGs Hub, we have 3 different personas. You are Scout or Scout leader or National Scout organization or our partner. And on the hub, as I already mentioned, we have all resources. For example, here we can take a look that here is Messengers of Peace learning path. So there is description of the initiative, and then we are navigating through the learning path. So you can then choose a challenge and start to completing your digital journey. Hub. Yes, so now you are choosing from one of these challenges, and when you choose the challenge, then you need to complete some activities and submit a project. And after submitting a project and completing the activities, you complete the challenge, and then in Scout Pass you will download a certificate that you have these competencies mentioned in the challenge. Hub. So on the Scouts for SDGs Hub, we can see different projects from different NSOs and different countries. And you are also invited to write about your stories and your projects from your NSO. As Samravit mentioned, for example, when you celebrate Day of Peace, you can write about this activity on our hub. Yes, and after you complete the challenge, then if you have a Scout Pass app, you receive some certificate, and these certificates certifies you that you have competencies described in the challenge, and with the certificate then you can go to some other stakeholders, for example to some local network, a national network, to your university, and you can tell hello, I am the one who completes this batch and I contribute this and this regarding sustainable development, and these are my abilities. So we are more, I would say, trustworthy. Yes. Okay,
This
and
is very
now
exciting, and people is getting excited asking where can we do this. You can see the link shared as Lynn is sharing it with us, and now Lukasz will share live. Where can you go and follow all this information that he has shared now through the slide?
Yes.
You can get on the link, but also you can follow Lukasz on the screen.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So now we have 3 personas: Scout, Scout leaders, Scout leader, and Scout organization. So let's choose this Scout persona, because Scouts for SDGs Hub is actually like 3 different websites connected together. So here we have a rotating carousel with all initiatives like Messengers of Peace. Then we have Earth Tribe, Life Leaders, our new initiative, and Health Allies, our new initiative as well. So for example, when we take a look to the Health Allies initiatives, here is a description. Here we can see some success stories, and then then you can choose if you are interested in leadership. Sorry, if you are interested in movement and safety, you will choose health allies. But for example, if you are interested in camping and setting campfires and so on, you can choose Earth Tribe. If you are not sure, here is a quiz, short quiz you can take to distinguish what batch to distinguish your digital journey, and then you can start with activities. Different activity has different activities connected to different batch. So for example, this is connected to Mind Builders challenge. And as I already mentioned, inspiring projects. Here we can see, for example, food donation program in Bangladesh, which is project Scouts participated in Bangladesh. And when I take a look, for example, here is the main page for the Health and Wellbeing Initiative, Health Allies, and you can choose one of these two badges. So for example, Nutrition Challenge. If you are interested, click on Learn More, and you can first you need to speak to your Scout leader, and then you complete activities and submit a community project, and after this you can download certificate through Scout Pass. So this is how Scouts for SDGs Hub work, and we would be very excited if you can join our journey in this hub. So that's all from my side. Hand over to Cynthia.
Thank you very much, Lukasz. And I'm just following up on some of the questions that we have here, and I will be answering live or and some on the chat. So Mushfikur is asking how to get the Messengers of Peace Award in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is one of the most active NSOs in Messengers of Peace. You can contact your National Scout organization, maybe your Scout leader knows about it, and express your interest into exploring the Messengers of Peace badge. What you can do to start, as Lukasz was saying, is like go to the Scout for SDG Hub and start your digital badge journey, and then you can present this to your adult leader as part of like starting one. Bangladesh is very much connected with Messengers of Peace. Rich from Guatemala is asking if there's a page or document where these slides are. Well, the slides are not, but Lukasz, can you show live a little bit of where all this information from all the initiatives can be found for young people and for adult leaders? Lukasz show you already the landing page of the SDG Hub. And if you want information, if you are National Scout team, if you are a Scout leader or a Scout, you can find information in your section, and you just need to go and click. Lukasz?
Yes. So if you are interested in, for example, in the implementation of Scouts for SDGs, then you can go to the Scout organization, and you will see relevant content on this page. Also use this top bar. In this top bar, you can see more information than is actually in this website. So it's not only website, but it is also essential to use this top bar as well. And if you are a grassroots leader, you can use this orange site, and you will receive relevant resources for you on this page.
Thank you, Lukasz. And Aisha wants to ask if we will have a dialogue session during JOTA-JOTA. There is one Kaisit session, and Samrawit has the answer to that.
Yes. So tomorrow we will have a session with Kaisit on a webinar that is going to happen from 3 p.m. KL time onwards, and it's going to be about cultural heritage sites and how that incorporates or integrates with green ecology. So it's going to be led by Kaisit professionals, and it's going to be a very exciting session, and we hope that you can join us as well.
Great. Thank you, Samrawit. How to get the Scout Pass? You just need to download to any of the app stores. And once you connect the Scout Pass, anything that you achieve through the SDG Hub, the digital badges are also visible in the Scout Pass. And let's see, PDFs, challenge packs, and all of this. So the information now is digital on the hub, on the areas where Lukasz is sharing. We are making efforts to make some PDF packs, but if you are a national team member, you can write directly to us, and we can make content available for you if you want for implementing, for start exploring. You can also ask a service through Awesome Services in any of the initiatives here. How to be a Rover Scout. You can join our session tomorrow on the Scouts of the World Award, and we can get additional information on that. We share the Scout link, the SDG Hub link around here. If you have a problem in accessing Scout Pass, we encourage you to text us through the SDG Hub maybe, and then another kind of help will come. For many of you, you have maybe post some stories in the SDG Hub. We have a team that is working to review in your stories, to check that there is safe from harm, that there is information enough, nice photos, nice stories. And you can ask your National Scout organization to please delegate someone as the SDG Hub manager or supporter, and we can develop capacity, train them, and help us into reviewing more of your stories. Let's see, we have a lot of questions. Lukasz, when we earn the digital badges, can we buy the real badge and put it into our Scout uniform?
You earn the digital badge after completing 5 activities and then submitting a project. And when this project is approved, then you can earn the digital badge. And regarding the real badge, I think you need to speak with your Scout leader, unit leader, or and then he or she can speak with the National Scout organization, and for example, you can create the badges on your own.
Thank you, Lukasz. How long does projects take to be approved? Normally 1 week, maximum 2 weeks. When we have a lot of projects coming in, we need extra hands, and then it takes a little bit of time, but we are trying to increase our capacity there. Let's see. Can we wear the badges like plastic tie turner's badge in our uniform if we can get the embroidered version? Aslin, what do you think?
I think similar what Lukasz mentioned, I think that one you need to ask your scout leader. If you want to, I think different NSO also will have different approach from doing that.
Yes, but let's say we are offering some badges, and if you don't like the one that we have, and your National Scout organization is providing one embroidered, you can use that one as well. If you want to do it yourself, and that will be more value for you, you can also do it yourself. And someone will ask you, but this is not the real one. You can say, yes, it is. I did digital badges. It was approved by my Scout leader. And if it's already working in your National Scout organization, it's very much valid. There are many questions, and we will try to answer while we go to the next part. We have 1 more minute. We had another activity for you, but we will leave it for another time because the questions have been very, very interesting. Aslin, there's a call of action that you want to make for our participants. What is the call for action that you have?
I invite all of you to visit the link that Scouts for SDG, the scenes link, and then from there you can see what are your interests.
Excellent. And
upload your project.
Yes, and for the ones who have been asking about the code, here you have the code IXP2N. This is the code for our activity. We had a little bit of more to do with the Canva, but let's answer your questions. Here is the code IXB2N. You can use the code to get the extra points and the extra digital badges in JOTA-JOTA. Tomorrow we have a webinar about Scouts of the World Award, how it is connected with SDGs and how can you earn it as well. We have new updates and 20-year celebration as well. So thank you very much for your attention, for your questions. I hope this gets inspired, and thank you for all the work that you do in your community. We keep celebrating what you do, and we keep celebrating all the ideas and inspiration that you give us. I hope we can offer you more challenges as well. Thank you very much. Then we will end our webinar. All the best.